Sometimes it's easy to forget that school is not just for teaching academic subjects. It's also there to provide students with skills that they're going to need once they leave school and go out into the big wide world. And one of those skills is effective communication, being able to express yourself in a succinct and precise way so that people can clearly understand what you're talking about. So here's an activity that's fun, simple, and uses these things. Lego. If you've got kids, then you've probably got Lego. Fun to play with, painful to stand on. So how does it work? The first thing is to get a set of Lego pieces, maybe just 5 or 6, and make sure you have the same collection of pieces for each person playing the game. The next step is that you choose somebody to be the builder. That person takes their pieces and puts them together to build a simple shape, something like this, but without anybody else seeing. And the next step, which is the most challenging part, is that the builder then has to describe their shape in such a way that the other people can take their pieces of Lego and put them together so that they end up with exactly the same shape. For younger children, you can allow them to ask questions to the builder. For older children, you can make the rule that no questions are allowed. So they just have to follow the instructions the best they can. And finally, you get the grand reveal, where everybody shows what they've built, and you can award points depending on how close to the original design everybody got. And the final step, which is where the real learning comes from, is that after each round, you do a little bit of feedback. What is it that the builder explained really well? And what is it that they could have improved? This activity is fun and it's challenging, and it really does teach children how important it is to be very clear and precise when we give instructions, that other people aren't telepathic. Unless you do give a very clear explanation, then other people simply don't get what you're talking about. A couple of tips with this. I would start simple and build your way up to something more challenging. And I would also recommend with younger children that you prime them a little bit. Give them help with how you describe each type of piece and how to describe the different orientations that you can have. This is a really fun activity. Try it out. You can even do it as a drinking game with your friends if you haven't got any kids yourself. And you don't have to do it during study time. You can even subtly introduce it at meal times, for instance, and maybe the prize is getting a double dose of dessert. It's your choice. Being able to communicate clearly and effectively is an important skill. So why not include this activity into your homeschooling toolbox and help your kids to become better communicators? That's what effective learning is all about. If you find these videos on homeschooling ideas useful, then please subscribe and leave me a like. It'll be much appreciated. And if you do try this activity and you've learned anything yourself, then why not share that with me? Please leave a comment. I'd love to hear how you get on. Thank you for watching. See you soon.